going on, everybody? Mahai back with another video, and today I have a Town Hall 18 Legend League attack strategy for you guys. Before we hop into the attack, make sure you guys drop a like on the video. If we reach 100 likes in the first 24 hours, we'll be giving away a gold pass, so make sure you guys do that. So the attack we're going to be using today is actually a Super Valkyrie smash attack. Obviously way off meta, but it's actually a lot stronger than you'd think. So there's the army. We're going to have an army link in the description, obviously. For equipments, I'm using the Earthquake Boots and the Spiky Ball on the King. I've got the Giant Arrow Healer Puppet on the Queen, double books on the Warden, and then the Rocket Spear and Electro Boots on the Royal Champion. So let's go hop into our first attack, and I'll show you guys how this works. Alright, so what you're going to want to do is obviously use a Royal Champion charge first. So I'm going to drop her up from this corner and charge her down into here. The goal is to get her to go down this way and carve out basically all this stuff here. That'd be really good if we could get that out with the RC charge. And for timing, I do something a little bit unique. So when I first deploy my Royal Champion, I'm going to use normal timing. So I'm going to drop on 6s for the first 2 cycles. So what that means is you'll drop your Royal Champion, and then on 56 on the timer down at the bottom, you'll drop your first Invis spell, and then you'll let it go all the way to your Spirit Fox timing, and then at 46, you'll drop one more Invis spell, all the way down until 37, and then I like to start double cycling, so I'll drop on 7 and 3 after that. So 56, 46, and then we'll go 37, 33, 27, 23, just like that, because when you start overlapping them when you get into the base, it just protects your RC and your Spirit Fox a lot more, and it just gives you a better chance of your Spirit Fox surviving, which will in turn get a lot more value at the end of the attack. So we'll probably get this trash here as well. And then what we're going to do is send in our Super Valkyries and everything else right here. We're going to try to path right into that Town Hall. And then we'll use our Queen over here with the Giant Arrow, shoot it somewhere into the base. And then we'll use our Siege Barracks over here as well. And the job of the Queen and the Siege Barracks is just to wrap around the outside like this and clear all this trash. And it just keeps your funneling tight for your Super Valkyries. And then obviously we have a jump spell. You'll have to just kind of play it by ear. We have 3 wall breakers, so obviously we'll use those on the outside walls. And we'll probably jump, I don't know, somewhere in here maybe in here. It just kind of depends on how your pathing goes. And the job of the Super Valks is to go down and provide rages for your heroes to just coast through the core. Obviously, you want to use your Warden's Eternal Tome to keep your Super Valks alive as long as you can, because you want them to start going down in the core. That's where you get the most value. So we're just going to get rid of this drawing and press play so we can kind of explain as we go here. We'll start off with the Royal Champion. I'm going to 2x through this because I already explained the timing. Again, 56, 46, and then 37, 33, 27, 23, so on and so forth until you're out of Invis spells. And then you can recall her out. Like I said, the reason you want to do that is because it just keeps your Royal Champion so much healthier, and it gives you a much better chance of your Spirit Fox actually surviving. If your Spirit Fox survives, you just get much more value out of the Royal Champion because you'll send it in with your main army, and it'll just be getting made invisible throughout the entire attack, and it just gets much more value. So as you see there, we carve out a nice chunk of the base. So we're going to send in our Super Valks now. Everything else, we'll save our Queen and our Siege Barracks over here for the left side. You can either use your Ice Golem with the main army or in front of the Queen and Siege Barracks. I usually like to use it in front of the Queen and Siege Barracks. So there you see we use our Queen, Siege Barracks, then we'll drop in our Ice Golem over there. Just keeps that stuff alive. We wall break through the first 2 layers of walls, which is perfect. So now we can jump spell over one of these corners. So we'll just jump spell right there. We do pull the CC troops now. And we should start pathing in towards the Town Hall right after this. And our Royal Champion going to do a good job taking out the dragons. We use our Warden's Eternal Tome, which is huge, protecting from a lot of incoming damage. Now you're looking for your Queen's Earthquake Boots, your King rather, sorry, not your Queen. Your King's Earthquake Boots just to open up as many walls on the backside of the base as you possibly can. So we use it right there, and that pretty much gives us access to everything. And we have a couple troops up here sitting up there shooting the Town Hall. Our Spirit Fox, for some reason, is in that group. But as you see, it still makes the Royal Champion invisible, and that's why it's so good keeping your Fox alive. Now our Royal Champion is still alive all the way into the backside of the base. She is going to go down now, but she does trade and take down the enemy Royal Champion, which is really nice. So we're just going to 2x through this now, because at this point there's nothing for us to do. We just have to wait for our troops to get through the rest of the base. We still had some Super Valks go down, drop a couple rages for our Queen. Help speed our Queen up. We have some Valkyries here from the Siege Barracks as well. And our Queen is going to clean this up, no problem. And we get the 3-star. Again, it's not as strong as some of the meta attacks in Legend League, obviously, but it is viable. So I'm going to go hop into a Legend League replay now to show you guys it does work. Alright, so into our Legend League attack now. We got a diamond style base with the Town Hall all the way up at the top, which isn't ideal. I don't really like these kind of bases for this attack. So I'm just trying to think here where I want to send the RC in. So I'm going to send her in right here through the Ricochet Cannon. Then we'll take out the Expo. We'll take out the Super Wizard Tower as well. So I'm going to do the Spirit Fox timing I was telling you guys about. We'll just 2x through it again because the Spirit walk obviously does take a little bit of time. Take out the air defense, and we unfortunately lose our Spirit Fox to giant bombs there. So now I'm just dropping every 4 seconds if that happens. And we'll just get as much value here as we can. We're obviously not going to get a ton. I think we'll just get that mortar, and then that's it. So now I'm trying to think where I want to go in from. I actually dropped my wizard down here to clear this trash so we don't have to worry about it. And we're probably honestly just going to send right down here. I'm going to drop my queen and the siege barracks and the ice golem first just to start setting that funnel. Because obviously there's going to be a lot of trash over there. I want my Valkyries to path into this scatter shot here and stay inside the walls if at all possible. That's why I dropped my queen and siege barracks first. So I am going to use a totem spell on the entry here as well. I forgot to mention that you do have one totem spell to use on your entry just to take some of the damage off right on the main entry because there's a lot of damage incoming. We use our jump spell there. It gives us access to the town hall. Queen and siege barracks doing a perfect job funneling around the outside. We actually have a really tight funnel here. I hit our Warden's Eternal Tome, protect everything through this core. We get the Revenge Tower down because we triggered the Rocket Spear on our Royal Champion. She's going to snipe out this Inferno down here as well. Really good value out of the RC. We hit our King's Earthquake Boots to open up the rest of the walls up there. We're absolutely shredding through. Unfortunately, our RC did go down here by herself and end up dying. So I'm just going to 4x through at this point because, again, there's no spells or anything left for us to do. We just have to sit back and wait. As you see, the Super Valkyries dying off one at a time, raging everything up, which is really nice because it also rages your healers, and then it gives you a lot more survivability. You see, it is very close, but our Phoenix and our Boogers finish off the base. We still had a Valkyrie there as well. So as you see, that is a Legend League attack. Still very viable. Again, not meta, but if you guys like using fun attacks like me, this is definitely for you. So I'm going to go hop into one more friendly challenge replay, and I'll catch you guys there. Alright, I wanted to show you guys an attack against one of these weird meta bases where there's just a massive thick layer of walls around the town hall. Because you are going to be running into this a lot, so I want to show you it does work. But I'm going to do it a little bit unconventional here. I'm actually going to send my RC right in the middle of one of the sides and just kind of break off the funnel. And then I'm just going to send my entire main army through right here just to keep everything pathed together. It actually works a lot better than you'd expect. And obviously, if it was an Invis tower in the core here, you would just use your Queen's Giant Arrow to trigger that Invis tower, and then you wouldn't have to worry about it. So this does work really well against these style bases. We're just keeping our RC invisible here, cutting out a massive funnel in the middle, just basically cutting off a wedge in the middle here so we can path everything together in one spot. I'm not going to use my Queen to funnel one side on this particular attack. I'm just going to use everything in the middle here. I'm going to use this wizard here to make sure that gold mine goes down, just to make sure I have nothing pathed that way. And then everything else is going to get dropped right here, and we're going to path around in a U shape like that. We're going to drop our Ice Golem first, just to take some initial damage off of our troops. And then we'll save our Totem Spell for in there on that Monolith. Unfortunately, our healers took a bunch of damage already, which is really unfortunate. So I'm going to end up having to use my Warden's Eternal Tome and Healing Tome to heal my healers back up. So I'm going to have to use it earlier than I anticipated, which kind of sucks. But it is what it is. You'll see it's still going to work out just fine. As you see, our healers are very low. So I'm going to hit my Warden ability to heal my healers back up, because we don't want our healers to go down right away, obviously, or that's going to cause us a major issue. So we're just keeping everything tightly grouped. I did use a jump spell there to get over all those walls. We get our Rage in there as well. Hit our King's ability just to get rid of that Town Hall compartment as quickly as we possibly can. Everything else pathing around the outside over here, we're doing a really good job. Our Royal Champion actually still full health, which is really nice. We have kind of a nasty split on the troops here, so I'm going to have to zoom out a little bit so you guys can see everything that's going on. There's still a lot of damage up here in this particular compartment. That's where most of our troops went, so we're doing really good. Our healers did heal back up really well from that Warden's ability. Our Royal Champion takes out that Fire Spitter that was targeting our healers, which is perfect. So we're just going to 4x through this again, because at this point there's nothing for us to do. We just have to sit back and wait. Super Valkyrie slowly going down, which rages up our healers as well as our King and our P.E.K.K.A.s, and we get through the base absolutely no problem, as you see. So as you see, I targeted that particular kind of base layout a little bit differently than what is orthodox, but that's what I found works really well with this attack strategies. If you guys run into a base like that, make sure you guys do it that way. So let me know in the comments if you guys made it to the end of the video. Comment "end" if you made it to the end, and I'll give you a chance to win a gold pass, because I want everyone to watch through to the end of the video. So if you're still here, make sure you comment "end," and I'll enter you in the gold pass giveaway for the 10,000 subscribers. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys next time.